Alright lads, Andy Joshua, he knocks out Kubrat Pulev in the 9th round. Good 1-2 for the knockout. Let's talk about this fight. First off, I had AJ to win in the first 6 rounds on an accumulator that would have gave me about 80 quid. He could have got rid of him in the 3rd round and I would have been up 80 quid. But let's hope this video can recoup some of that. AJ in the 1st round, right? They both came out. The 1st round was a real nothing round. They really didn't do much. AJ landed. AJ's jab was on par. You know, AJ's jab was fast. AJ's jab was quicker than Pulev's. I thought AJ was the better jabber in here. That's just how it looked to me. Pulev was jabbing to the body. He was, trying his best to keep this fight on the outside. Now, Anthony Joshua really pushed the action in the 3rd round, and he landed some good shots on Pulev, buzzed them. Pulev, he didn't go down, but he kind of... It's like if you ever see someone who sparred for the first time, or they've been hit hard, it's kind of like that. He just kind of didn't know what to do, and he just ended up in a corner and turned his back. And the referee called it a knockdown, just because, what else could you do really? Give him a stand to count. Now, then AJ took it to the inside. Now, I was surprised. I actually thought how this fight would go would be the AJ for the first round or 2, or maybe even 3 rounds, might just jab, just keep it on the outside, and then go in for the kill. But no, he went straight in for the kill. He was able to put Kubrat Pulev down again. Whenever AJ brought this fight to the inside, as I said in my prediction video, Pulev has no inside game. He doesn't even have a great mid-range game, to be honest with you. He's really primarily a long-range boxer. He works off the jab. He'll keep the fight at long range. Mid-range, he's not great, and up close, he just clinches. He can't. He's no inside game, and you can see it in this fight. He just, at the inside, if it wasn't clinch, he just took them. He didn't know what to do. He couldn't fight on the inside. Now, Anthony Joshua, the best punch for him in this fight, in my opinion, was not the jab. It was the uppercut, because whenever it got in close, he used the uppercut. Used the uppercut to great effect. It was the uppercut, I believe, that put Pulev down for the first official knockdown. Even though there was a knockdown call, this was the first time he actually physically touched down on the canvas in the 3rd round. Now, it looked for me as though that was the writing on the wall, and at the 4th round it be AJ by KO. But what AJ did was, I think for 2 reasons. One, I think he had the memory of the Ruiz fight in his mind, as in getting countered. Now, Pulev is not a front foot counter puncher. He is not quick. His hand speed's not terrible, but it's not amazing. But in terms of counter punching up close, Pulev ain't your guy. He'll counter punch you at long range a little bit, but up close, yeah, Pulev ain't your guy. So don't really worry too much about that. I think AJ was more worried about stamina. I think AJ, even though he's lost, a good bit of weight over the years, and he's at the right kind of weight now, I always feel that his stamina would still be questioned because we've seen it before when he really would overexert himself and really put it on someone. As we saw several times in his career, he would need a couple of rounds off just to get the energy back. And I suspect something like that happened after the 3rd round. So he came out in the 4th and the 5th. He really didn't do much. Really didn't do much at all. The 6th round actually was probably Pulev's best round. He landed a couple of right hands on AJ. AJ seemed to take them fine. Pulev is not a big puncher. We often hear people say that knockout percentage isn't indicative of how hard someone hits. Pulev has, I think, like a 46-47% knockout ratio. He's not a massive puncher. He's not a massive puncher, to say the least. His best punch is his jab. And his jab he was jabbing well to the body, but I couldn't really see many jabs to the head. It looked like AJ's jab was more on point, as I said, than Pulev's jab was. So after the knockdowns in the 3rd, AJ kind of relaxed into just kind of the boxing style, the kind of style we saw him do in the Ruiz rematch, where he just picked his moments, he kept it at range, didn't exert himself if he didn't need to. Whenever he would go on the inside, he would try and get the uppercuts off, and you'll see it in the 8th round. He did actually try and get the uppercuts going, which he was having success with. I think he landed 3 in a row in the 8th round, and Pulev would just kind of laugh it off, but you could tell those uppercuts were having an effect, because Pulev, when it got up close, as I said again, he wasn't moving his head really. He was just tucking up. The uppercuts were getting through the guard because he was squaring up his shoulders. He was keeping his guard up high. That's made for an uppercut. And as I said in my prediction video, AJ's inside game is actually quite good. He throws good hooks on the inside. He throws good uppercuts on the inside. Then in the 9th round, as I said again, uppercuts landed by AJ. It put Pulev down, and he got up with about 18-19 seconds to go. And I actually thought he'd survive the 9th round, but then no, boom, 1-2 from AJ. Boom. Pulev went down. Referee counted. Got the 10. That's all she wrote. Fantastic performance by AJ. I have to say, no disrespect, it was expected. I mean, if Pulev had pulled this one off and landed a shot out of the bag or pulled this one off, I don't know what I would have done, because I would have been so shocked. I wasn't shocked that Pulev, was knocked out. I wasn't shocked, but the only thing I was shocked about was that it went 9 rounds. I really didn't see this fight going past 6. Genuinely, I didn't see this fight going past 6. So that surprised me. But I was a little bit kind of, went past 6. It went that long. But in terms of AJ winning, I couldn't see any other outcome. I couldn't envision an upset. I've had occasions in boxing where I've thought this guy's going to win, and I've had that feeling that an upset would happen or something between like Povetkin and Dillian Whyte. I none of that for this. I mean, I had none of that for this. I was like, AJ's going to win. I can't see anything else. So he moves on, onwards and upwards. It was so nice having the fans back. They should never have left. They should never ever have left. It's nice having them back in. Let's hope they stay. In terms of everything else, that's my thoughts on this. Let me know yours down below in the comment section. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Smash the like, of course, if you haven't already. Hashtag GMans Rocks, King of Rip Jeans, all that good stuff. I'll talk to you people. Peace.